Hi, my dear friends. Hope you are doing well. My name is Anand, and I welcome you in the beautiful session of TOC. So, in this session, we are going to learn how to convert the given finite automata into a regular expression. So in the previous sessions, we saw how the regular expression is defined, how the regular expression can be converted into a given language, and how the language can be converted into the regular expression, that is RE. And then we saw how the regular expression can be converted into the finite automata, right? So today we are going to see how the FA can be converted into the RE. Yeah, so we can convert the finite automata into the regular expression. So to do this, we are in need of one theorem, and that is given by Arden. So it is called as Arden's theorem. All right. So what the Arden's principle says that, let's try to understand the statement of it. Right. So how the statement is see, let PQR are REs on a given sigma, right? So three regular expressions we can have here, that is P, Q, and R. And some condition is mentioned over here. See, if P doesn't contain epsilon, right, whatever the statement is, in that epsilon should not be there in the P equation, then the RE of the form R is equal to Q plus RP can be reduced to R is equal to QP star, that is P closure. So this is the main equation of the Adams theorem. So initially it will not be clear so much, but as we slowly further solve one, two examples, then easily we can understand this, right? So that's a very simple problem statement, my dear friends here. So to understand this, we have to solve some problems. So before going to solve the problems, let's see one of the property of the states of the finite automata, how it can be written into the equation type. So here you can see the property. So to use the Adams theorem in the form of a regular expression against the states of finite automata, the following property can be used. So for that purpose, I will draw here a simple finite automata for you people so that you can understand it. So this is one state, and let's call this state as an Q0, and let's call this as an Q1, and here one more I can take it as an Q2. So this is the given finite automata. If, for example, then how the states can be represented in the equations, let's try to understand. For example, if I want to write it for Q0, see how I can write it, right? So first of all, I have to check whether the state is initial state or not. So the incoming arrow from no way, right, is the state is called as the initial state. So Q0 here is the initial state. So one thing we have to understand, whenever you're writing the equation for the initial state, it's very compulsory to write the epsilon, right? So epsilon plus, then we have to think whether are there any other states which are transiting to the state for which we are writing the equation. For example, here if I am writing for the Q0, so I will check whether there are any states which are transiting towards Q0, right, with their inputs, right? So yeah, so I can see here Q1 is transiting to Q0, Q2 is transiting to Q0 with their input, so that can be written as C. Q1 with input A plus Q2 is transiting to Q0. So I can write Q2 is transiting with input B. So this becomes the equation for this given finite automata. So this is the property that gives us understanding to solve this type of the problems. So let's see some simple examples of this Adam's theorem so that all the concept of the Adam's theorem will be clear. So let's see a simple example of this Adam's theorem, and then we shall slowly increase the difficulty level. Right. So the question will be like convert the following FA into the RE, and the given FA is this. Now let's try to write the equations for all the states one by one. Let's start from the initial state. So you can see here initial state is Q years, and as it is initial state we have to include the epsilon, and then I will check out whether are there any states transiting towards QS. So you can see there are no any states, so I will stop here and I will name the equation as an 1. Then let's move to the second equation. Let's go to the state Q1. All right, so Q1 is equal to, so now I will check it out. Are there any states which are transiting to Q1, right? So I can see from QS is a transiting to Q1 with input 1. So what I can write it here, say QS is a transiting with input 1, plus you can see that on the Q1 state you can see Q1 is a transiting to Q1 only with inputs 0 and 1. So I can write it like Q1 is a transiting with 0 and Q1 is a transiting with 1. So I will name it as an equation 2. Now let's write in the same way for the Q2. So as you can see, the QS is transiting to Q2 also. So QS with 0 plus Q2 with 0 and Q2 with 1. So this is the equation number 3. So now all the equations are ready for us. Now which will be the final equation on which equation we have to stop? So the logic is very simple. Which is the final state in the given finite automata? So at that equation we have to stop. It means the LHS part should be Q1 in our case. So let's go on solving to Q1. So I will write the Q1 as it is. Q1 is equal to QS1 plus Q1 0 plus Q1 1. So now what I can do, one thing here is I can replace the value of QS, right? So we know from the equation number 1, QS is epsilon. So what I can write here, see, from equation number 1, Q1 can be written as epsilon into 1 plus, and from these two terms I can take Q1 common. So taking out the Q1 common, what it remains over there is 0 plus 1. I hope you are understanding this. It's very simple. So now what I can write, epsilon into 1 is nothing but it is the 1. So I will write it as it is 1 plus Q1 0 plus 1, right? So now if you observe keenly, you can see this is your R, this is your Q, right? And this is your R and P, right? So now I have got the equation in the form of R is equal to Q plus RP, right? So now I can reduce it according to the Adam's theorem to the equation R is equal to QP star. So how I can write it this? R is equal to QP star, right? So Q is 1 and P is here 0 plus 1 and it's a star, right? So this is the simple final statement of R, right? So this is my RE for the given example. Simple. So let's move with the next example. So the given finite automata is in front of you, right? So let's try to write the equation for all the states which are involved in the given finite automata. So we can see Q0 and Q1 are the two states. So let's write for the Q0. So as we know, Q0 is an initial state. So we have to include epsilon in that, and plus we have to just check it out. Are there any states transiting to it? So we can see from Q1 is a transiting to Q0 with inputs 0 and 1. So how we can write it? So Q0 with input 0 plus Q1 with input 1, right? Let's call this as an equation 1, and same way we can write to q1 as, now we will not include epsilon because q1 is not the initial state, so only we can write q0 0 plus q0 1. Let's call the statement as an 2. So from the equation number 1 and equation number 2, what we can do is q0 can be written as epsilon plus, I can take it out the q1 common and I will write q0 plus 1 and I will call it as an equation number 3. Same way I can do with q1, I will take it out q0 common and I will write q0 plus 1 and I will make it equation number 4. So now what we can do, we can put the equation of this q1 in the equation of 3. So by putting equation 4, by putting equation 4 in 3, what we get, like q0 is equal to epsilon plus, now this q1 we have to replace with this equation, so it can be written as q0 into 0 plus 1, okay, and its original q0 plus 1. Simple. And now if you observe, you can see this r is equal to q plus rp. We have got in that form that q is equal to r is equal to q plus rp, right? So this can be reduced to r is equal to qp star. So what I can write it here is q0 is equal to, q is nothing but epsilon and into p star, that is q plus 0 plus 1 0 plus 1 bracket star. So this is q0, right? But we have to stop on the q1 because q1 is the final state, so we can replace this q0 value in equation number 4. So what I can get is q1 is equal to, so q0 is 0 plus 1 0 plus 1 bracket star into 0 plus 1, right? So this is the final equation of the given finite automata. right? So let's move on with another one example and we shall stop. Yeah, so let's move on with another one more example, that is a given finite automata is in front of you. Now let's try to write all the equations for all the states which are involved in the finite automata. So initially let's start with A. So as A is the initial state, we can write it like epsilon plus, and transiting states towards A are A with input 1 plus B with input 1, and no other any states are transiting, so we can stop here and we can say it as an equation number 1. So now let's move with B. Now we can see towards B, the other states are transiting towards B are A and C. So we can write it like A with input 0 plus C with input 0. So let's make this equation number 2. And for C, we can see from C no any, yeah, one incoming arrow we can see, and that is B1. So this is the equation number 3, right? So let's move with the equation A. Now see, little bit manipulation we have to do in the equation. So what we can write the equation AC, how we can write it? A can be written as epsilon plus B1 plus A into 1, right? So the same equation number 1 I have written in this way so that I may get the form R is equal to Q P, R is equal to Q plus RP, right? R is equal to Q plus RP we can get. So this can be reduced like A is equal to QP star, right? So Q is epsilon plus B1 and P star is 1 star. So I got this, right? So now, this is the value of A we can say. Now let's put the value of A in equation 2, right? So put equation A in B I can say. So we missed here dot 1 star and dot 1 star. So I had added that dot 1 star in the equation, and after opening this epsilon plus B1's bracket by using 1 star dot 0, so we will get this equation. Now you can see this is in the form of, now what you can see, this is in the, this can be reduced in the form of R is equal to QP Q plus RP. How that can be reduced? See, so B can be written as 1 star 0 plus, what I can do, I can take it out B as an common factor. So what remains here is 1 1 star 0 plus 1 0, right? So now we can see we got in the form, and now I can write like B is equal to, right, that is equal to R is equal to QP star, that is 1 star 0 dot 1 1 star 0 plus 1 0, right? So this is the value of B. This is the value of B. Now let's put the value of B in the equation C as we need in the form of C, because C is the final state. So C is B1, right? You can see here C is B1. So what I can write, C as an 1 star 0 dot 1 1 star 0 plus 1 0 into 1, right? So this is the final equation of the given automata, right? So I hope you people are understanding this, right? Thank you so much.